Alright, viewers, this is Road Dog here. As you can see, I'm out on a ride today. It's a nice Friday morning. I'm headed up to Kannapolis, North Carolina this morning. I decided to take the Interstate. And looking at my videos, I decided to do a video on riding on the interstate. Because I know I've heard a lot of riders say that they are kind of leery about getting on the interstate on their bikes, and they try to avoid getting on the interstates whenever possible. Well, you know, when I first got my bike, I also was very hesitant on getting out on the interstate. I guess it's just the fact that you're dealing with a higher volume of traffic, and you know, in some instances you could be dealing with multiple lanes of traffic. As you can see right now, I'm on 485, the outer belt, Charlotte, and you can see we have 3 lanes that I'm dealing with. But you know, I've learned to conquer my fears by just getting out there and riding on the interstates. I know my first experience, it was kind of scary, but you know, I just kept safety in mind and watching my mirrors, and you know, watching other vehicles, make sure that they didn't pull out in front of me or pull over on me. So I decided to just go ahead and do a video to sort of give you an idea of how I ride on the interstates and stay safe in doing so. One of the things, you can see I'm riding right now. I'm in the right-hand lane, and that's where I start out at. It's where I guess basically, you know, everybody would probably feel more comfortable at. That's when you're first entering the interstate. Anyway, you know, you're like getting that right-hand lane there. But you know, some things to keep in mind when you're riding in this right-hand lane. You're going to come up to some interchanges. You know, any place you see where there is an exit off the interstate, you know that there is possibly going to be an on-ramp. And that on-ramp, they are going to be coming off, and they will be trying to get over into this right-hand lane. So, as I'm approaching an interchange, like if I see there's an exit, you know, what I will do is, like I'm getting ready to approach one right now. You see that's an exit. So in my mind, I'm thinking that, okay, there's probably an on-ramp on the other side of that bridge. So I will start checking my left-hand mirror to basically make sure that there are any vehicles beside me. Just like you see that white vehicle, it was beside me. Then I will start checking the on-ramps to see if there are any vehicles coming off that on-ramp, like that one vehicle right there. Okay, see, I'm safe, so therefore I would not have to switch over into the left lane. So, you know, I can just continue to ride in the right-hand lane. But you know, that's one thing you'll have to prepare for, just in case. Like, say if that car was slightly ahead of me, then I would have to definitely make sure that he has enough room to get over into the right lane, or if he does not, you know, I would probably have to slow down, especially if there is a car in the lane next to me. So, you know, those are some things that you will have to take in consideration. And also, you know, sometimes there may be a couple cars that are coming off that on ramp, and sometimes you can be in a situation where, you know, the one car is right there beside you, basically. And in my thinking on that is, what I do is I will speed up. I will speed up to get ahead of that vehicle, and then allow him to merge over into that right-hand lane. But say if you get in a situation where, let's say there are two cars, and that one car is beside you still, and you know the other car is behind that car, and you are not able to get over. So I would say that the best and the safest thing to do is for you to possibly slow down and let that other car get ahead of you enough to safely merge over into the right-hand lane without causing you to slow down too much. Still keeping in mind that you have that second car behind you that's merging. Okay, you see right now I got a tractor trailer coming out onto the interstate, and I was able to get over, to get out of his way, just in case he decided he wanted to come over into the lane that I was in. But as you see, the interstate, it's opened up into 4 lanes now. That one ramp that tractor trailer came off of, that changed it to a 4th lane. That's one thing about this 45. It does have multiple lanes on it. But, you know, it may be a case where you get on the interstate that has more than 4 lanes. You know, you get in some areas, some interstates, there's a possibility that they may have 5, 6 lanes. So therefore, you know, you're going to be dealing with a higher volume of vehicles, and also multiple lanes. Okay, I am switching over here to the right lane because I am going to take this exit up ahead. This is going to put me up on 85 north. And you see where that trailer just came out off that ramp, and I saw where he was wanting to get over, and you know, and I was wanting to get over, so I just slowed down a little bit and allowed him to get over, and which also allowed me to get over to the lane that I wanted to get into. Okay, well, now I am getting ready to merge on to Interstate 85 North. This is going to open up into several lanes. I believe it's probably about 5 lanes of traffic that I will be merging into. Alright, now I'm on 45, and as you can see, here are several lanes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll take that one lane to exit lane. That's 6 lanes of traffic. Alright, but one thing to keep in mind when you're riding this many lanes with this amount of traffic is to definitely keep a check on your mirrors, making sure that you have an escape route. That was one thing that was told to me by my grandson when I was out riding. Another thing that people will probably be hesitant about is riding alongside tractor trailers. Well, you know, people have a fear of that when they're riding in automobiles, passing a tractor trailer. And I guess one reason for that is because of the draft that they produce. You know, the fear is that, you know, may push you over to the side, push you into another lane or so, but that's not the case. It's just the draft off the tractor trailer. All you do is just hold your bike steady, and you know, it'll be okay. You know, that wind will give you a little punch, but it'll be good. And another thing is, as far as tractor trailers, do not ride behind a tractor trailer. At least I don't ride behind a tractor trailer, for the mere reason that the draft coming off the tractor trailers, you're riding behind it. You know that my experience was that the wind off of it sort of beats you up, basically. You know, you're getting pounded by bursts of air coming off that tractor trailer. So you know, you don't want to do that. You want to avoid doing that. And also, when you are, like, say you're in multiple lanes like this, and you see which lane I'm in now, and say if I was wanting to get into either one of the lanes, the left or the right lane, you know, one thing you want to do is, like, say that vehicle, that black vehicle there, and say if it was behind me and I was wanting to get over into that left lane, you want to, at least, you know, you want to put your turn signal on, and you want to look in your mirror, check your mirrors, make sure it's clear. And what I do also is I look back, knowing that there's a car in that other lane. I look back to make sure that they are not wanting to get into that same lane. You know, so you definitely want to make sure of that both of you are not trying to merge into the same lane at the same time. Another thing to avoid while riding on the interstate is riding behind a tractor trailer that is hauling construction equipment, especially like a bulldozer or a backhoe. 'Cause sometimes they fail to clean the equipment off, and you know, there still may be some loose gravel or dirt on there, which could fly off and strike you or your bike. The same thing applies, like, say, this dump truck right here. You know, sometimes they carry loads of gravel, sand, sometimes wood chips, things like that, and you definitely don't want to ride behind one of them, so that debris can fly off when they hit a bump or something, and that debris strikes you or your bike. And that was another thing that my grandson told me not to do. When we were riding bikes down in Florida, I was riding behind a dump truck that was hauling gravel, and I did get hit by some of those gravel beads. But okay, here goes a tractor trailer with a backhoe on it right there. See, that's you don't know what type of debris is left on that flatbed or on that backhoe. So don't ride behind one of those. Another thing that you've probably noticed in your travels on the interstate is debris on the side of the road, like sofa cushions, nightstands, tables, lawn chairs, stuff. You know, toys, ice coolers. Don't ride behind a pickup truck with a load of household goods on it where they're moving. You definitely would not want to get struck by a pillow flying off of a pickup truck. That would not be fun at all. But these are some of the things that I keep in mind when I ride on the interstate. And I have learned to get comfortable with riding on the interstate now, because I've done it several times. I basically had to force myself to get out there and do it. Like I say, it may be a case sometimes where you may not have a choice but to get on the interstate. Maybe you run up on a accident where the detour might put you on the interstate. So just get out there and just get out there and ride a few miles on the interstate. Just get yourself somewhat comfortable with it, because it can save you a lot of time in some cases. But see, I'm getting ready to come up on my exit here now, up here in Kannapolis. I hope this video may help some of you to overcome your fears of getting out on the interstate. Like I say, this is just based on my experiences riding on the interstate, and some things that I've seen and noticed. Basically just tips to help keep you safe, and so you'll be able to enjoy your ride when you're out there. The same thing applies even though you're not on the interstate. You may be on a local highway, with 2 lanes. Same principle applies. It's just all about being safe. This has been an enjoyable ride for me. Up here, like I say, my final destination here is go up here to the cemetery to visit my wife's grave site. I could have taken another route, but I have a couple appointments I have to get back to, and I needed to save some time, so I had no choice but to jump on the interstate. But it was an enjoyable ride. But if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. And for those of you who have not yet subscribed to my channel, please take the time to do so right now. And as far as any comments, hey, if you have any other safety tips or ideas on how to stay safe when you're riding on the interstate, please drop that in the comment section. It won't only help me, but it'll help other riders also, help them to stay safe out there. Because everybody, I'm quite sure, has experienced some type of issue or problems while riding on the interstate. All right, but as in closing, I want you to ride strong, ride safe, but always remember to ride another day. This is Road Dog. I'm out.